How's it going, YouTube? SicErik back again with another video, and I hope you enjoyed that little quick ASMR unboxing of the Redmi Note 10. Now, I just got this delivered not too long ago. Ordered this from a place called Wireless Place. Links will be posted down below. This is my first Redmi device. I've never had a Xiaomi device ever, and I thought I would give it a shot. Now, this thing only cost me about $220, so we're gonna see how interesting this device is. What does $220 get you? I know these manufacturers are very cheap, but this thing looks really nice. The back is plastic, and I believe the frame is plastic as well, but it feels nice in the hand, and it does look really good. I like the design of this a lot. So we're gonna see exactly how this phone holds up, and can you have an enjoyable experience with a $220 device. So we're gonna find all that out. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the settings. Since I've never used a Xiaomi device, I heard the settings are a bit weird compared to other devices, but a quick walk around on the device. You do get stereo speakers, one up here at the top and one down here at the bottom, so you have that little immersive sound when you're doing it. You do get an IR blaster along with a microphone. Over here you get a SIM tray along with micro SD card support. The bottom you get a headphone jack, another microphone, USB Type-C, your speaker, and over here on the right hand side you do get your power button, which is also a fingerprint sensor, and your volume rockers over here on the back. Really nice setup. As far as the cameras go, you get a 48 megapixel main sensor, and with an aperture of f1.8, and then you get an 8 megapixel ultra wide aperture of f2.2, and you also get a 2 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Your front facing camera is going to be a 13 megapixel wide with an aperture of f2.5. You can record 4K 30 frames per second on the rear and 1080p 30 frames per second on the front. So the specs are okay for, you know, considering the price of the device. So I'm not mad about that. Most phones nowadays, even the new OnePlus 9 Pro, record up to 1080p on the front facing camera. As long as the rear facing camera has 4K, I'm completely happy with that. Of course, we'll have to see on my camera test and see exactly how good these cameras are. $220 cameras, are they any good? Stay tuned, subscribe to my channel while you're at it. That way you're updated and on my future videos that I will be doing on the Redmi Note 10. This is the regular version, not the Pro. This was released earlier this month. I think it was March 16th or 16th was made available. So really nice. Announced March 4th. So pretty new device. So we're gonna go ahead and set it up, and we'll go over some more of the specs and dive into the menu. So stick around, guys, don't go anywhere. So we are in the device right now. Now this is my first time using a Xiaomi device. It is setting up everything already on here. So as far as swiping away, it is a little weird. It's the opposite of Android. Usually, you know, you swipe this way and you'll get that little pop-up right there, but this one you swipe away that way. So really cool. Brightness, let's go ahead and turn that up the most that we can right there. So really nice Apple-like features on, I guess this is MIUI 12. This is running Android 11. So let's go ahead and check that. So wow, the differences of this are really extreme. This is definitely going to take some getting used to. So go and swipe that away. So as far as the phone goes, this is running MIUI 12.0.2 and Android version 11. So really nice Redmi Note 10. There is an update available, I believe. Going into always on display, this does have an always on display, so that's really cool. Let's go ahead and turn that on. And you do have some options for signature, analog, kaleidoscope, which is really cool. Let's go ahead and go into the digital side. I like the digital clocks. Let's go ahead and click that one. And you could also change the color of your text. You could show battery, notifications, everything. So we're gonna go ahead and hit apply. Go on back. You got raise to wake, sleep. I usually like to do 5 minutes on that. Double tap to wake or turn off screen. Let's turn that on. And you also have raise to wake as well. You have other options as far as launching the camera, launch lock screen clock format right there. You could choose the different types of clocks you want. So we're gonna go ahead and click this one and go back. So really nice. Let's go on over to the display, and we're gonna go ahead and click on the dark mode. Really cool. This is an AMOLED. The display is going to be, let's see if I can find this. It's a Super AMOLED display. It is 6.43 inches. You get a resolution of 1080 by 2400, 20 by 9 aspect ratio, 409 pixels per inch. This is a regular 60 Hertz refresh rate, nothing fancy, of course, considering the price. It can get up to 1100 nits in brightness peak. Corning Gorilla Glass 3 on the front, regular plastic on the back, and so far this display does look pretty good. Brightness level, we are pretty high on the brightness level. You can set other brightness levels on here as well. You can choose a color scheme, which is on auto, recommended. You could also do saturated or standard. Always enhance colors, and this one adjusts to what you're looking at. Let's go ahead and keep that on saturated just because I like my colors to pop and make my eyes bleed. So other than that, when the device is in VR, full screen mode, auto rotate screen, of course. Why that isn't, you know, optional or standard when you get it out of the box. Keep in mind, this was charged at 70% when I got it out of the box, so that's pretty cool. Sound and vibrations. Let's go ahead and see those speakers. So really cool. Alert volume. So pretty good. We'll do other tests on that soon on this phone. I'm excited. Vibrate for calls, of course. Additional settings. You could change, you have tap sounds, dial tone, screen login sounds, screenshot sounds, etc. Sound effects. You could do adjust sound to earphones, equalizer, and then headphone controls, remote buttons, assign buttons. So really cool. Let's go ahead and take those sound effects off just because that is a bit loud. Let's go ahead and go back up here. Music, games, and media, alarm sounds, customize your sounds, adjust media sound in multiple apps, multiple audio sources. Okay, let's go into additional settings and take off taps, just because that was a bit loud. Now going on over to the regular home screen, you do have default launcher, system launcher, which is cool, and it is in light mode. You can't get a different mode on that. Home screen with app drawer, okay, nice. And then Google Discover is turned on. System navigation, let's go ahead and do gestures. Don't show now. I already learned how to use gestures, so really nice. Then you could do gestures on here. Other stuff on here, blur app previews, blah blah blah. Home screen size, let's go and change that to 5 to 6. Global icon animators. So really cool. You do get your Google Discover feed over here on the side. Really nice. I love having that. Swiping down brings down your notifications. Swiping up brings down your app drawer. Now you can change this to where they're not categorized like so. App suggestions, manage app categories. Turn that off. And background system. Place new apps on home screen. No, don't want that. So now you have all your apps right here on there. There are a lot of bloatware apps, a lot of games that I will be uninstalling just because I don't play a lot of games and it is bloatware on there. Man, there is a lot of games on here. Me Community, Me Remote, scanner, security, services, and feedback. Like I said, I have not had a Xiaomi phone before, so this is going to be an experience using this. So really fun to have something a little bit different. You can double tap, I believe, to turn it off. Can you? Let's go ahead and go into the settings and set home screen, lock home screen layout. Go ahead and go into more. Is there a double tap to lock? I don't believe there is. Done. Then double tap to wake. Swipe to unlock. Of course, there is your fingerprint sensor. Pretty quick fingerprint sensor. Not the fastest in the world, but it will do just fine. And there you go. Lock it. Put your finger on there. So really nice. I do believe there is Face ID on here. I have not set that up, of course. So let's go ahead and dive back into the settings right here. You do have themes that you could customize on here. Let's go ahead and hit agree. And this will give you the option to download some more themes. I'm guessing on the Mi store, if that's what this is called. So really cool that you could do that. Going on back to wallpapers. Let's see what type of wallpapers we get on here preloaded. You get some puppy love right there. I'm not a puppy lover, I am a cat lover. Fast and Furious. Of course, there are some ads on here. Beautiful quotes, colorful celebrations. So you get a whole bunch of different types of wallpapers that you could get on here. Let's see, are they free? Tap to preview. So it gives you an option to preview that. So let's go ahead and hit apply on home screen. And there you go. Really cool looking wallpapers. The display is actually pretty nice. Viewing angles are pretty good, as you can see right there. And of course, considering the fact that this is a $220 phone, I am not expecting to be wowed, but so far I am impressed with this. Alright, so going on over some of the specs, I had to stop it just because my recorder stopped recording. I guess I went over the time limit. So as far as the platform goes, you do get Android 11, MIUI 12, you get the Snapdragon 678 processor, you get 4 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage. You can get this in a 64 gigabyte RAM, which is $200. The 128 gigabyte is $220, and I'm not sure about the 6 gigabyte of RAM. That was not on the website. They only had the 120 variant on there. So really nice. Super AMOLED display, really cool. As far as the sound goes, you do get stereo speakers, one speaker up here and then one speaker down there to give you some sort of immersive sound, which is really different. Usually I'm used to having it in the earpiece. As far as features go, you do get your fingerprint sensor, which is pretty quick. Battery is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. You do get fast charge, 33 watt fast charging, 50 minutes and 25 watts. Of course, the charger that came in here is a different charger. They do send you this adapter, but I'm assuming if you have any other 30 watt charger, you could use that on here as well. I'm going to go ahead and give the charger from the old OnePlus a shot on here, see if that works. No wireless charging, of course, nothing fancy, no reverse wireless charging. The colors, it does come in shadow black and a frost white, which is a pebble white, and an aqua green, which is a lake green. This is the pebble white color, and it does look good. It does feel smooth on the back. It is plastic, like I said. Cameras, really nice design. I like this design a lot. You get Bluetooth 5.0, all the nice stuff on here. UFS storage 2.2, really cool specs. Like I said, not going to be a wow factor. This device should be really nice to use and fun to use. IP53 dust and splash protection, so nothing serious there. As far as the body goes, it is 6.32 inches tall, 2.93 wide, and 0.33 thick, so nice design, really nice in the hand. So I'm very excited about this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cameras on here. So launching stuff, location, agree, only while using this app, select function for the shutter, press and hold to burst, press and hold to record. Let's go ahead and keep it on the record. So let's go ahead and take a quick shot of this. So the camera shutter is pretty good, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at those pictures. So camera quality is decent on there. As far as video recording goes, it does take a little while to switch modes. You can record up to 4K 30 frames per second, 720 30 frames per second, 1080p 3060, and then you go into your settings. You do get a video encoder to where you can do high performance, high capability. Let's go into high performance, general settings, customized layout, camera modes, colors, sounds. So you could change the background, which is cool, of like an AI mode. Sound default. You can have different shutter sounds. I like that film sound, that's pretty cool. Anti-banding. Let's go ahead and go back. You do get a pro camera mode, nice, really cool. Photo, portrait. You go into the more, you get your night. You can also edit these to, if you want to add a night photo on there, you can do that. You also get your 48 megapixel to shoot photos at the full resolution. Slow-mo, short video, panorama, document, and time lapse. So let's go ahead and go back. So really nice. You do get that 48 megapixel option right there. So really cool. I do like that camera sound. There is a little bit of a stutter when you're moving around, but other than that, pretty cool. Let's go back into photo. So really nice. You do get a 1x all the way up to 10 times zoom, 8 times, and then you go into 6, 4, and 2. You get a 2x zoom right there. You do get HDR, and let's go ahead and keep that on. Full AI mode, and what is this, filters. You could also do some filters, which is cool. Front facing camera is going to be a 13 megapixel front facing camera, f2.5. Let's go ahead and take a shot. So really nice photos right there. Not too bad. Front facing camera can record. Let's see if we can go back. Up to 1080p. Go ahead and click that. 1080p 30 frames per second. You could do a movie frame type of thing. You could add your grid. So really cool. You could do stuff like that. Let's go ahead and take that off. So really cool. 720 30 frames per second on that front facing camera. So I'm very excited about this phone. Stay tuned to my channel for some more videos on this. I will be doing some camera testing and comparing this to other devices as well. I got a couple other devices coming in to my channel. I just ordered the OnePlus 9 Pro, so hopefully that's coming in April. And then I also ordered a OnePlus Nord N100 just to see how that phone is. So two phones at $200. The N100 is about $180. So I'm trying to do something new here and show you guys some budget phones to see if they're actually really good to use on a day-to-day basis. So hope you enjoyed this video on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10. Stay tuned, subscribe, like and share, and like I said, more videos coming on this device soon. You guys stay safe out there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.